Alright guys, so I went to Home Depot, got this universal pull start. I'm gonna try to put it on now. Looking at this, your first thought is that you're gonna need a rivet gun to top this puppy off. But I was watching another video on YouTube, and I think you can just pull off the whole side plastic assembly, or it might be metal, with minimal effort. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, I'm gonna take off the air box, put it to the side. It's dirty as crap, but we will clean that out later. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that definitely needs a good cleaning, but it's like we weren't even like using an air filter, but that's not a big deal. This whole thing, I don't know if it's gonna slide off or I don't know. This whole thing's connected to it, so it might take a few more screws than I'm thinking. There's one down here. There's one down here, and I think there might be one under the gas tank up here, and then two in the back. So we can go ahead and pop them off. Here's the two back here. Go ahead and pop them off and see if I can pull off this whole side cover. Alright, so I got the side cover off. The bolts ended up being 3/8 inch that I showed before, and there's a couple little bolts right there, and there's also one that held this on down here. Those were yeah, it held this. The green was below the red, and those went right on that little hole down there. So I'd take off those. I broke this little spring thing in the process. I think it was broken already. So I'm gonna have to fix that, but got it off. There's some wires holding it on inside. Looks like the black is on top and the green is on the bottom. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unplug those, and that should free up this whole assembly. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'll be back. So it looks like I also have to take off this little thing right here. That's just the where the throttle comes in, the throttle cable. Gotta take that off, and then this whole assembly will come free. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I got the assembly out. The old cord is broken in there, so should be able to just pull it right out. That's not happening, so I will be back. Alright, so what I'm about to do, having a hard time getting this old rope out. I'm going to take my trusty dusty drill, and I'm going to drill at the top, right where the pull start comes into the unit, right here. I'm going to drill right here, and I'm going to take out a notch. Just one little notch, that way I can get a hold of the end of the string, and I can just pull it right out. After that, I'm gonna just cut off this end of the string, and I should be able to just pull it right out, hopefully. So I'm gonna give it a go. I guess I'll just... cut the rope like I mentioned. Shears. Okay, so I was able to get the old one out. Now I'm trying to get the new one in. This is gonna be really tricky. I was told, I saw on YouTube you're supposed to spin it around 5 times counterclockwise to wind the spring. And then I'm going to try to just slide the new string through the hole up here and kind of just get it aligned with the hole down there while I have it wound up. So I'm going to give that a go and see how it turns out. Alright, so I was able to get it in using these pliers. So now what I'm going to do is, I don't know, this string's too long, that's probably fine. But yeah, now what I'm going to do, I use this to kind of wedge that in there. Just a Phillips head so it wouldn't spin. And then what I'm going to do now is put the string through the handle, tie off the handle, then release the spring, and what it should do is wind itself up. So I'm going to give that a go, and we'll see how it turns out. Alright, so that worked. I wound it up. They would go in and out now. What I'm going to do, since we have slack in the string, so I'm just going to pull this string so this thing lines straight up, and then I'm going to cut off the slack. Alright, I got the engine back together. It's pretty simple. Just put everything back the way it was before. Same way I took it off, so that's why I didn't include it. Just going to show that it works. Hopefully this will be a first puller. Give it some choke. Maybe I have it off. Before, off on switch is weird on this, but just show again, a 1 puller. Alright, thanks for joining. Hope you all learned something.